Hello, you're watching the afternoon edition of Prime Flash, coming to you live from the studios of My Media Prime Television here in Cameroon's economic capital, Douala. My name is Fon Quinta. Now, inhabitants of Komesak, a neighborhood in Douala 2 subdivision, littoral region of Cameroon, took to the streets protesting against the divisional officer's decision to impose a new chief on them. They carried placards with messages denouncing the divisional officer's decision months after the death of their traditional ruler. According to the people of Kometok, the new chief Chonko is not a son of the soil, those cannot control their affairs. Security officers who arrived the scene to maintain peace and others were working on firm instructions not to use violence. Now, the Minister of Transport, Jean Ernest Masena Galebi-Behi, and other top administrative, religious and traditional authorities have taken part in a trial run of the express train linking Douala and Yaoundé. The first trial follows instruction from Prime Minister Dr. Joseph John Guti after renovation works. Now, secondary school students in Cameroon will, in the days ahead, receive tablets of 16 GB each to facilitate distant learning. The tablets are a gift from some of the country's donor partners, including UNESCO, and MTN Cameroon, to facilitate distant education put in place by the government to limit the spread of coronavirus in the school milieu. The consignment of 15,000 tablets was handed over to the Minister of Secondary Education, Professor Pauline Nalova-Lyonga, in Yaoundé. Now, heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou has been officially handed a letter of congratulations from the head of state, Paul Biya, for raising the country's flag high. The president's congratulatory letter was handed over to him by Sports and Physical Education boss Professor Narcisse Mwele-Kombi, who granted him audience Wednesday, April 28 in Yaoundé. Francis Ngannou arrived Cameroon Monday, April 26 to celebrate with Cameroonians after winning the World Heavyweight Championship belt in the mixed martial arts category last month in Las Vegas, America. Now, Kenya's President Uhuru Kenyatta has sacked the entire board of directors of the country's medical supplies agency that has been hit hard by a series of scandals. The Kenya Medical Supplies Authority's latest scandal involved supplying 24,000 doses of HIV drug that had been phased out in 2019 after patients suffered serious side effects. The agency is also a part of the reason more than 200,000 doses of antiretroviral drugs are stuck in a warehouse in the coastal city of Mombasa 4 months after being donated by the United States of America. The board was also implicated in the alleged misuse of millions of dollars meant for buying COVID-19 supplies. Now, Malawi's Supreme Court has ruled that the death penalty is unconstitutional. The court said the death penalty was against international human rights standard, indicating that life sentence would be the highest punishment in Malawi. The ruling noted there had been no executions in the country since 1975, becoming the 22nd sub-Saharan country to abolish the death penalty. Now, a leading figure in Nigeria's democracy protest movement, Karim Tabu, has been arrested. He was detained on Wednesday evening after being summoned to a police station to respond to a complaint that was filed against him. Mr. Tabu became one of the most recognizable figures in street demonstrations that forced the resignation of President Abdelaziz Bouteflika 2 years ago. His detention comes weeks ahead of parliamentary elections that he and other opposition figures have said they would boycott. Now, the Southern African Development Community Security Summit that was to be held in Mozambique on Thursday has been postponed. Mozambican Foreign Minister Veronica Mukomu said the body did not have a quorum because Botswana's and South Africa's presidents would be absent, as Botswana's Mokwetsi Masisi is self-isolating after his staff members contracted COVID-19, while Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa is testifying in a corruption inquiry. The SADC had agreed to intervene on the insecurity in Cabo Delgado province, and that it was the heads of state who would come up with lasting solutions. Now, South Africa's president and African National Congress leader Cyril Ramaphosa has said the country's governing party could have done more to halt state corruption under his predecessor Jacob Zuma. During a much anticipated appearance before a judicial panel probing allegations of corruption and fraud against Zuma, Ramaphosa said on Wednesday graft had eroded constitutional values and undermined the rule of law. This ends the afternoon edition of Prime Flash that was compiled and produced by Ewane and Nolinga. My name is Fon Quinta. Developments of these stories and more will be yours at exactly 6:30 p.m. with Audrey Zaza. Stay tuned to more programs on the African Eye. Goodbye.